New administration in Washington, D.C. has brought a lot of positive changes when it comes to fixing the broken healthcare system. The reality is, however, there's only so much a government, any government, even Trump, so much a government can do, and that if we really want to make America healthy again, that starts at home with each and every one of us, and that's where the wellness company comes in. You see and hear from TWC, the wellness company doctors, all the time on this network, and you know that their products are the gold standard for keeping you safe and your family healthy. The wellness company gives you the opportunity to make sure you're prepared for whatever happens with their series of prescription medical kits that contain an assortment of life-saving medications and guidebooks, very important, guidebooks to assist in the proper use of those medications. Additionally, the wellness company offers a variety of products from parasite cleanses to methylene blue to weight loss and so much more that can help you stay healthy and live a more prosperous and satisfying life. Make America healthy again starts at home. Do your part and protect the health of your family and yourself. Go to www.twc.health/voice today and order. That's twc.health/voice. Use the promo code VOICE and save 10%. All right, folks, the stories keep on coming about the corruption and fraud over the 2020 election. And here to tell us about more, Joe Hoft of the Gateway Pundit. Always good to have Joe back here. Joe, you've uncovered some new evidence. Tell us about it.
Well, it just keeps coming out, doesn't it, Eric? And it's making us all look a lot smarter every day. And truth tellers, for sure. This afternoon, President Trump's administration meeting, he called out Tulsi Gabbard. She again's done an exceptional job. I think some of us are just so impressed with the entire cabinet, but Tulsi's been just fantastic. What he asked her at the end of her segment was he asked her about the 2020 election. That he goes, "I've heard that you found some documents in those ready to destroy bags related to the 2020 election." And so she did confirm that, yeah, they found some stuff that relates to the election that's going to be shocking, and that it will be coming out, soon, as soon as they, vet it and go through it all. But it sounds like there's been this area or this room where they found all these bags that were ready to be destroyed, evidence, and in that they found all sorts of information. John Solomon's been on your show to talk about some of that stuff already, but now they're getting down to the 2020 election. What I'm hearing is the evidence that they have is just going to be absolutely shocking. People are going to be blown away, and to many of us who've been studying the 2020 election, as you know, Eric, I wrote 3 books about the 2020 election leading up to what happened, and then the cover-up, which was just as terrible as the election itself. And it's now not surprising that we're seeing more and more evidence. We just can't wait to see what they found. So should be some big stuff in the next few days.
First of all, it's funny how all these, we were called conspiracy theorists for all the things that we were reporting and talking about, all the irregularities that were going on, not just voting, COVID, all these things. They were called as conspiracy theories, like the vaccine doesn't work or the masks don't work. There's no reason to, may even hurt children. Oh, we're conspiracy theorists. Turns out most of those were neither conspiracy nor theory. They were actually fact. Question is to you, Joe, and look, it sucked. 2020 and 24 was bad for the country, bad for a lot of people. Joe Biden almost took us down, but in some weird, strange way, Trump not having that presidency for that period really pissed him off. And he came back, as we used to say in baseball, piss and vinegar. And he is just getting things done one after the other. He has no rest. And he came back with such backing, not only the American people, but also Congress, that maybe somehow Joe holding that office for, I want to say winning, but holding that office for 4 years may have done the country a real service instead of misdeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, Eric, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, and he almost got killed during those 4 years. He almost got thrown in prison for what is it, 700 or 900 years or some crazy stuff. Made up crimes. We're seeing just 2 years ago he had his mugshot taken in Georgia, that famous mugshot that they released right away. The media was so happy that that happened to him. He also had to go into New York right before that, and then almost get shot about a year ago. A year ago, Bobby Kennedy joined his team, though, right after President Trump was nearly shot. It's been historical, as you mentioned. Not only has it been a blessing in a weird way, like you're saying, things happen for a purpose and a reason in God's world, but it's been historical stuff. Like, the last second, just little extra turn that causes his head to just get grazed by that bullet. The things that we've seen, then Elon and Bobby Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard and all these people jumping on the train. Americans are behind him, and he's doing things that needed to be done for a long time. Like you said, maybe we wouldn't be attacking these cities and saying, "Hey, you got to clean this up. These people don't deserve this." I was, with my twin brother Jim at Gateway Pundit. We were drove from downtown St. Louis to the airport in St. Louis not long ago, it was a few months ago, and it's just nothing but burnt down buildings, boarded up buildings, burnt down, boarded up buildings, the whole way. It's just these cities have been destroyed, and now Trump's taken that on. It's like Americans are saying about time, and those people in those inner cities, they're excited. This is what they've wanted. They finally maybe they can feel safe again, and all the stuff he's doing is spot on. So I think you're right. I think things happen for a reason, and in this case, thank God, they ended up the way they did. That bullet missed his head, and that he didn't get thrown in prison for these bogus charges, and that he's able to start doing what he's doing. And we want justice too. I think a lot of us, I'm sure, including yourself, we want these people that did these crimes to be held accountable. And that's a big push by a number of people like General Flynn and others. Let's get these people, let's get justice.
And Joe, we
yeah,
talk about it all the time here. And I will tell you, it's disturbing that there aren't any perp walks from some of these folks. I know they're investigating Comey and Brennan. Great. Well, let's see a couple of them behind bars. You know what I'd like to see behind bars? I don't know why. The mustache. I'd love to see John Bolton behind bars. I really think that he was using classified information that he wasn't supposed to be even holding the way he held them. Forget how he held the classified document. I believe he used it for some of his books and some of his appearances. I read somewhere he made somewhere around $40 or $50 million as an advisor over the last 4 or 5 years. If there's any sort of illegality there, I would like to see the mustache behind bars. What are your thoughts on the Bolton investigation?
I like how you call him the mustache behind bars. That's pretty funny. No, I think I agree, and it's kind of unique that they came out with him first of all the people that whose house got raided. It's Bolton. I'm looking forward to Comey and others, but I think you're right. What's going on there with Bolton? What was he? The video came out of him walking down the streets of Qatar or something a couple years ago, like on a Sunday morning or something. People like, what's he doing there? What's going on with this guy? What was the information that was being transferred? We're hearing there's still some ties to people with John Brennan in the current government. We've got ties to Comey in the government. We've got to get all these people out of the government. We got to get these criminals arrested. I think we don't know what's going to happen to Bolton now. We don't know all why. The question is, why was he first? I don't know. Was it to say this guy's a Republican, so we're independent of who we're going to arrest? Maybe that's it. I don't know. But we just want them all arrested. I agree. Until we see some of these people in handcuffs being frog marched out of their homes, a lot of people aren't going to be happy, because this is what needs to be done. It's a wholesale cleaning of this country, and we have to see it. We have to see it. Or
Comey, Brennan, Bolton, the list goes on and on. I mean,
right.
there's Christopher Wray. I got one. How in the world does Nancy Pelosi's family walk away with $350 million because she's been in Congress making 174 grand? I know the husband's an investor. She's an investor. She's making hundreds of millions of dollars, and I know the Stock Act protects her from a lot of things they do. Maybe not all of it, though. I mean, boy, you got the time, you got the resources, you got the FBI behind you, you got another year plus to do it. I'd say we just start digging into these people, and until you get one of those jail cell doors clanging shut with a former member of Congress or a deep stater behind bars, it won't stop. Final thought.
Yeah. Yeah, Americans want that. That's what we want. We want justice, and it doesn't matter who it is. And the left was saying this, nobody's above the law or whatever. Well, it certainly is the case, and you can't arrest people on false crimes like they tried to do with Trump and so many others. So many of us that have been targeted since 2020 because we were the truth tellers. We were the ones that had the courage and the guts, like yourself, to point out the truth. Here's what's really going on. We get targeted. We want justice. We want these people, these perpetrators. We want them walked and marched and put behind bars where they should be. And a lot of people want that. And until we see it, we're not going to be happy.
Joe Hoft, really good to have you on. Appreciate your time. We'll get you back again soon, and let us know with you guys, Gateway. You guys do some great work. Keep uncovering the truth, my friend.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, folks. We'll be back 2.5 minutes.